Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is FrancisP, and I'm a personal development and recovery coach based outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And today I'm back with another video, and this one is how giving back helps with your recovery. And we're going to talk about how volunteering your time, your effort, your energy, different things, being a support for others, stepping outside of yourself can benefit your own personal recovery. All right, so let's get started. So first off, helping at meetings, volunteering your time, offering support, giving what you can, all of these can help you get outside of yourself. By helping others, you can learn to be more considerate, grateful, altruistic, patient, accepting, confident, social, etc. And there's many different ways. This list is not exhaustive, as I often say, of being able to give back and help others. But the important part is by thinking more altruistically, by instead of being self-centered, by getting outside of yourself, thinking of others, being more considerate of others, it helps you to better understand both your own situation and the situation of others, how your actions affect other people, how your actions affect yourself, how we're all intertwined and connected together, all these different things. It can help you be more considerate of others, be more grateful for your circumstances by, helping people who are in more difficult circumstances than yourself, learn to be more altruistic and think less of what you can get in return and just help for helping's sake. You learn to be more patient with others, more accepting of others, meeting people where they're at, more confident because you're living your values, which I'll get to, more social, especially in different volunteer groups and all this different stuff. Let alone, suppose, volunteering was a part of my recovery journey and then into getting into the working in the recovery field in particular. For sure, my volunteering experience helped me get some of my early positions that I got. So I talked before about perspective in another video, and I'll probably put a little thing overhead. By broadening your perspective through things like helping others, you can gain a better understanding of the world, people, yourself, your values, different people's stories and their backgrounds. You can share similarities and differences while zooming outside of your own perspective. When I began to help others in recovery, I realized my family and friends were dealing with and see myself in many clients. So to go through this, I have another video about perspective, but perspective is super important because I think the more you can zoom out and see kind of how things fit together, how things interact, the kind of the butterfly effect or domino effect of your actions, how they ripple outward for better or worse. When you do helpful things, you'll see, good rewards from that. I get the good rewards like the warm fuzzies when you help somebody and you see their growth and progress, that is super rewarding. But you can also gain a better understanding of other people and their different stories and backgrounds. Just the more people that you help, you see, especially recovery related, how people fall into these different things, no matter where they're coming from, and hear different people's stories. And, there's one thing I've heard, it says to keep the voice of the addict fresh in your mind. And by hearing other people's stories and what they're currently going through, by me helping, people that are in active use now or, early recovery now, helps to keep that fresh in myself. And then, they say instead of looking for the differences, look for the similarities. See how you can relate to other people and, zoom outside your own perspective and see it from theirs for a bit. And once again, when I began to help others, when I started helping people that were in recovery, I realized how challenging it was and what families are dealing with. Now I've worked with families, with loved ones in recovery, and that really gave me the perspective of what everyone around me was talking about. At the time, I thought, I'm just hurting myself. Why does everybody care so much? But then by helping other people, you can see how difficult it is to be on the outside looking in, trying to help somebody in addiction, tell them turn back, go get some help. It's really a challenging, difficult thing. It's one of the reasons I love doing this for a living, because recovery is challenging, but it can be done. I've seen it. I've done it myself, and I've helped people through it. So I know, I've seen the proof. But giving back can also help you live your values in certain ways. If your values are things like generosity, kindness, helping others, volunteering your time can help you to live out those values. When our actions align with our goals and values, it helps us to feel more fulfilled in our lives. And I put a couple of different values down the bottom. I put kindness, generosity. I put a little meme thing. It says we rise by lifting others. And when I was doing a hierarchy of values exercise, which I should probably link to that as well, and understanding that to me, helping other people, giving back, family, friends, these different things was really important to me. I'd ask myself, how was I currently putting that in action in my life? And a lot of times I wasn't, in a lot of these cases of my values. So how do I learn to live my values? And then with my actions align with my goals and values, I can feel more fulfilled and like true happiness. And I heard someone else in recovery had said that happiness is when our actions align with our goals and values. And I find that to be super true. That when you do things that don't align with your goals and values, how you view yourself, how you want to carry yourself in the world, it doesn't feel good. It's where we get guilt and shame. When you do things that align with how you want to act, how you want to carry yourself, how you want to be in the world, like it feels good. You feel fulfilled. You feel happy. Even doing something, suppose you're volunteering, doing something difficult, but you made a difference, it feels good. Even doing challenging things, that's the difference between fulfillment and happiness is fulfillment, that long-term gratification through difficult things that people overcome and challenges, like that's super worth it. And I had to learn to think more long term, and I think also aligning my goals for especially recovery related goals, not just for myself but other people, has definitely been enhanced by helping others. So this is just one piece of the recovery puzzle, as I call it, and more suited to people with a bit of time and longer term recovery when it comes like helping other people. Early on, there are other puzzle pieces you might need to put into place first for yourself. Remember the oxygen mask rule when it comes to helping others. You can't help others if you don't take care of yourself first. So like I'm saying here is that this might be for people who are more stable and have their feet under them, so to speak, that have some extra time and different things available to help other people. Early on, maybe you're the one that needs help, and that's okay, especially learning to recognize when you're the one that needs help and to not try and pour from an empty cup. But the oxygen mask rule is, in a plane, if it loses cabin pressure, you're supposed to put your mask on first before you help someone else, including your children, whoever it is, with theirs, because if you pass out, you're not going to help anybody. So that's why make sure you're practicing your self-care and taking care of yourself so that way you can be there and help other people. All right, but last but not least, and I think that this is kind of suited because I guess next month will be Thanksgiving. But when I think of even Thanksgiving, I think of helping other people, not necessarily just gratitude for things in my own life, which that can be something, but being able to give back and help other people, which I find super fulfilling. It's one of the reasons I make these videos. But as always, thank you, and I just remembered to, I guess, plug myself. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching for recovery or personal development related issues, feel free to reach out to me and I'll leave the link down below. All right, have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye.